welcome back. We are back in beautiful, sunny, amazing weather, Australia, where it's super warm and super nice. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick catch up on what's going on with most of our vehicles. Raptor is still sweet. It's a brand new car. Don't even have 20,000 Ks on that thing. I've actually done more kilometers in the Escalade in the States than I have in my Raptor this year, so that's pretty crazy. JZX90 is still sweet as can be. I am going to get some Deutschwerks injectors for this car and probably wind it up a bit. I never intended to, but then, I don't know, I was chatting with Adam a little bit. He's making 750 or 800, he reckons, at the wheels in his JZX100, which I'm skeptical about, to be honest. But he's running that through the R154. I feel like few more ponies out of that thing, maybe wind her up to sort of, you know, 550 or something like that, make another 100 horsepower. Anyway, that's what's happening with the JZX90. That will be getting injectors and retuned in the future. 370Z. Now, 370Z, if you guys have been watching for a little while, you remember we slapped some bearings in this thing and hoped it would hold up after it knocked when Rudnick was driving it. It didn't. It blew up after, it knocked again after I think 3 laps, something like that. So we've got all this beautiful new work on the front of the car now, rack moved, and a whole bunch of good stuff done to this car, but the engine went bang again. So we are sourcing another stock motor now, and I was honestly considering putting an RB or even a Barrett in this thing, but with all the guests we got coming and things we got happening in the near future, there's just really no time to muck around with, you know, engine conversions, waiting on parts and all that sort of jazz. So we're just going to put another stock 3.7 in that car, and she's going to be all good. Adam's car, I brought a Deutschwerks fuel pump back home with me. If you haven't noticed, I've said the Deutschwerks name a couple times. We are going to be working with them going forward, guys, so super pumped to have them on board. But I grabbed one off Adam's shelf for Adam's 180, so we're going to get that thing back out and then hopefully get it all painted. Obviously all the arrows all over there, all fixed and ready to go. It just needs a good bodywork guy to just get it and you know, fix it all up. Mechanically, other than the fuel pump, seems like the car's pretty much ready to rip. My A86, my beams, A86, I still do have some I guess they're probably maintenance things more than anything. I have another diff center over here with a different ratio, so I haven't had the chance to actually check what ratio this is, but the main reason I want to muck around with that is my diff is super whiny and it's super annoying and I don't like it, and we are considering also converting the A86 to an E85 car just to help with temps a little bit more than anything. Just, I don't know, E85 is great. I love E85 and it's readily available in Australia. So yeah, that's the update for the cars. It's sitting at my house right now. Let's go and see some more of the cars, and we're also going to be picking up a new car today, which I would say I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be super rad. With all the friends we got coming over this year, it's going to be really handy to have an extra manual vehicle. So yeah, we'll go and see the cars at the track, pick up the trailer, and get on to checking on more of the cars. All right, made it down the track. Update on my AU. Still sitting pretty. Nothing really wrong with it, other than I got a flappy quarter panel. The boys said they fired it up recently. She fired straight back up. I do still need to add a trans cooler to this thing, but otherwise, she's a solid ripper. Man, everything's overgrown so bad here. We've had crazy amounts of rain, and yeah, everything just goes bananas. So got to get onto some weed killing. That car's fine. That's really all I've got down here at the track at the moment. I do have, just trying to think. Oh, they're Tiana's cars. I got one of Tiana's cars, secret cars down here. Yeah, that's all I got. Let's go get another one. I got an empty trailer. Let's put something on it. I feel like I don't have many cars all of a sudden, but my S13 we know about's off somewhere else. I feel like I've lost a car. Do you ever get that feeling? It's really dumb. Anyway, let's go get a new car. I just remember the other two cars that I have here. I have my Laurel and my Baraptor Laurel. I think I'm just going to part that car out, keep the RB, keep the RB25 gearbox, and keep them for some future project down the line. And then I'll pretty much just, you know, sell off all the cradles and all that sort of stuff that I really don't need, nor do I want to just have it hanging around. So there'll be a bunch of that going up for sale. The Baraptor, I was going to sell it, but now I'm sort of in two minds. I kind of want to keep it and do some more fun stuff with it. I don't feel like we hit its peak per se, so I definitely want to still keep that thing and do some stuff with it down the line when we can afford to. Basically, you know, the main thing, the only thing that's really stopping it from getting out there already is we need to basically work out why it's not starting on, well, no, I know why it's not starting on petrol, because I don't have fuel pressure, and basically get it going. So it's no big deal to get that going. So I don't know, the more I think about it, I'm sort of like, do I really need it? I've got the Zook. It'd be better to sell that and put the money into the Zook. Yeah, if anyone's interested in the Baraptor, I'll let it go for $2 grand. It's green top Barra FG motor. So if you know what you're talking about, it's almost worth $2K alone. And then the rest of the car's there. If you want it, let me know. You know, if somebody wants it, I'll let it go. Otherwise, I might just keep it and then eventually do something with it. So they're the other two cars that are here that I know about. Both junkers, but it is what it is. Also, I can announce that we're going to be having an event here at the Australia Drift Park January 21st. So if you don't already know, we're normally closed at the Drift Park for the entire of January. But yeah, we've been given a date, and yeah, you see track is still here, still looking pretty. The boys are actually out on diggers at the moment doing a clean up, and I'm going to run off now and go grab this new car that'll come in handy for all the future guests we got coming. So yeah, February is going to be a real good one, real good one. Getting work done? Yeah? You film Daddy's car going on. Big Ford guy. All right guys, it looks like we picked ourselves up an Aussie Chaser. Call him an Aussie Chaser because, I don't know, if you squint really hard, it looks like a Chaser. But Barra, we do have a manual transmission, which is cool. Does need, well, didn't do it then. Makes a pretty big bang from the rear because the rear diff is barely holding in the car. The diff bushes are gone, completely gone, and it doesn't really have shocks in it. Like, I mean, it does have shocks, but it's like the shocks move around a lot. Oh wow, just one tire just spun instantly. He's got some power. Got some, okay, I've got some bugs to work out. Yeah, definitely not perfect, but got it cheap enough where it does pick up pretty decent. Anyway, we'll get back to the house, have a quick geezer. Overall, not a bad looking rig. Like I said, XR6, I don't know if that means they have any more power than a stock one. This is tuned apparently to suit E85, so I'll need to double check on that. But yeah, it is manual, tuned to suit E85. It's basically on bump stops at the rear, so I need to work out what's going on there. It's definitely a bit too low, and shocks in the front are basically non-existent. Other than that, not too bad. Great buy. The right price, a little bit of extra jazz, you know, a bit of extra sprinkle on top of some goodness, and we'll make a good little drift car out of this thing. And it'll be great for friends that are coming over, and you know, maybe occasionally when 370 lets me down, be able to go out in a manual car still, which will be super fun. Just having to move all the kids' stuff. I think we will try and paint it, kind of thinking just for laughs to paint it the same color as Adam's 180. I think that would be pretty funny to have a cream Falcon. Call it the Amazon special LZ car. We'll see though. We'll get it put away and have a little bit more of a look over it, but it seems to be a rig. It'd be rude not to give this thing a little test.
It's like to drive a manual Falcon. It literally was out the back about to get washing off the line.
Well, it has traction control still, and yeah. Hopefully no one thinks there's a house on fire. Gorilla's in the mist. I can't believe what it's going to be over the street over there. Might close the shed, and yeah, she rips a good skid. That was just a quick little first gear skid. Sick. Alright, we're on to day 2. I didn't get a chance to come and have a look at this thing, but we are at Frosty Built right now. You guys remember Frosty? Frosty, say hi. So if you've been watching his vlogs, did you end up doing any vlogs on this yet?
Not yet. I was going to get around to it, but most of the jobs are real like fiddly, like takes hours to do sort of thing. So I didn't really. It's not that interesting.
It's realising that this stuff's hard.
Oh yeah.
It takes
a bit slack on the EG build over there, but.
So if you haven't already seen, guys, go check out his channel, Frosty Built. He's knocked this up probably in a couple of days, I imagine, knowing you. That sound correct?
It's been sitting for 2 weeks, so yeah. Like,
yeah, but what you've done was probably a couple of days. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty sick. Is that front wheel drive or all wheel drive again?
Drive, yeah.
Ah.
Front wheel drive. For now.
Oh, well. Because you did a supercharged, turbocharged, all-wheel drive one before, which was pretty wild. Anyway, he's been playing with this. He's done lots of things that I hadn't done yet. Run us through quickly, because we're going to fire this thing up. Run us quickly through the things. I know we just talked about it. I should have grabbed the camera first. But gone ahead and moved all the coils and then rewired them to suit where they're sitting now. You've done all the injector rails because they hadn't been actually fitted yet. I've got some Deutschwerks 1650s coming for this car as well, so that'll make everybody happy, more power. The throttle cable mount here, done a bunch of super nice wiring and hard, like, what do you call that stuff?
It's like quick connect, it's like 1/4 inch quick connect like stuff.
Yeah.
So they're actually like a swivel fitting in.
So nice hard style fitting.
Like a lot of heat, it doesn't melt as quick as like vacuum line.
Yeah, so. I don't know if you can see that here. There's somewhere at the back of the headlights here have melted from when I went in a burnout comp at Summer Nats with this thing, but it was a crazy hot day as well. So yeah, he's been going through all of this, making sure everything's okay. We had Nathaniel come around and help with the first startup. And then at the back, I guess, oh, this is cool. He sent me pictures of this, but this looks rad. The box he started to make.
No.
That's so sick. So he started to make this panel here to put everything on, which is super rad. Definitely didn't have that before. And then everything is all ready to go at the back of the car. So yeah.
Pretty much just, yeah, there's little stuff on the inside, comfort things. So,
comfort things?
Yeah, just we'll make a little steering wheel hook and stuff like that to hang your steering wheel.
They're good.
Finish off the center, and then yeah, just like trying to find bolts, like tail shaft bolts and all that sort of stuff. The thing takes
like I said, one of the hardest things about this whole situation with this car getting built is it's just gone from hands to hands to hands. On top of that, moving house multiple times, just things have gone missing. That's all there is to it. Whether they've been stolen, whether they've been lost, who bloody knows. Either way, they're not here anymore. So we're just having to deal with that situation, which is again finding nuts and bolts that were missing, all of that sort of jazz. So that's been part of the stuff we've been dealing with. But yeah, it's finally come together, thanks to Nick, because yeah, it had got to the spot where I was just like, everything's just too hard. So, you know, it took someone's fresh enthusiasm to get involved and make things happen on this bloody thing. So he's gone ahead and fitted all the wide body properly, fitted the doors. Can that be open?
Yeah, I'll show you.
So, oh yeah, Nick's gonna come show.
I don't want to touch it.
You don't want to touch it?
No, I'll fuck it up.
All right. So now the doors are openy and taker offery. Oh, you made like a whole thing?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's probably a mad idea for a carbon door, really. Otherwise, they potentially go flying off.
Well, just even like just the stress on that would just rip the carbon because it's not
Yeah.
very braced. So.
Yeah, no, they're not very strong, but they're super light. Have you felt the doors?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're retarded.
When you first got them and you broke that one.
Yeah, all right, yeah. They go back on pretty easy. Dude, that closes sick.
It's still gonna have the rubber seal and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff put on.
Look at that. That's mint for a carbon door. That's crazy. How good does it look? I need to get that wrapped in blue, the same as the car. So we do need to go over the wrap stuff. My buddy who did the wraps he said once the car's put together, bring it back past, and he's going to go over it and get all the things that were missed or have got a little bit shitty over the time, because again, this car got wrapped and I forgot where the body kit was, and Nick actually went and picked it up while I was away overseas. So thank you to Nick for going and sorting that out. And he also went and picked up my new carbon fibre door for the driver's side, because I leant on the old carbon fibre door and smashed my knees into it and basically spider cracked the whole thing, and big dum-dum by me. So yeah, here we go. Oh God, I'm excited. Should we move this? I feel like we should move things the exhaust hits. This car has killed a big screen TV on the dyno. It did, it killed a big flat screen TV I had next to a dyno. All right, first startup for me personally in 3 years.
It's been that long.
Dude, think about when we pulled it apart.
I fucking miss that so much. For you to do a skid in this again.
Oh yeah, fourth off the line.
Yeah, like we did last time.
Yeah, blind yourself before you even get to the corner. So I think I'm going to enter Power Cruise. We're going to have it done by February.
Yeah, they've done this week. It's just bolts, literally wave bolts, and then the day of putting the wide body on, and that's it.
Yes.
I've done everything else. So.
I'm not even going to be here.
You're not even going to be here, no. Unreal. So again, do me a favor, guys. Definitely go check out Frosty Built channel. I'm sure. Do you have it? You'd have a bunch of just time lapse from this, do you? You'd have it up on your channel or anything?
No, I will put a video together. I don't have much. It's kind of one of those, put my head down and start working on it.
Yeah, that's the thing with vlogging, is like you kind of can't get a lot done when you're vlogging.
Yeah.
That's
like,
one
it took
thing.
me like nearly a day just to make the door hinges and stuff like that, the carbon doors, just like thinking how it's got to work, and then it's got to open and miss the guard and all that sort of stuff. So it's just a bunch of like tedious sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and same with the core brackets, like getting it to sit right on the curve and the wire.
Oh, dude, how good does it
That's the
look?
first thing I looked at.
How good does it
Like,
look?
you've curved the bolt and everything.
That one's that one. I'm finished that side. This one's a good one with the loom. I've got to make a new loom for that side because it's still the stock one that I kind of just made work. So I want to make sure everything runs and then we can improve. Because if it doesn't run again after that, we know it's something we touched. So.
Did Nathan have to muck around much with the tune now it's got a different fuel system?
Yeah, he had to do much because of the returnless thing you're saying, but like it started pretty much straight away. Just gained fuel pressure, ran the water pump to make sure it was all sweet, let it bleed for like 5 minutes. And
So how did it all bleed? Did it bleed up all right? The system, with the whole front and back system all filled up, and
the pump on without the engine running for like 5 minutes.
How much water did it take, you reckon?
Heaps, at least nearly 20 litres.
Yeah, I'd say
It's
so.
not
Hey,
more,
because that's
like,
massive.
I got like a 9 litre
That tank's
jug and
massive.
Did like that thing like twice, and then I ended up getting the hose because it was taking too long.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, obviously, you know, your engine's got to fill with water. With a big front tank, overflow tank here, swirl tank here, another big overflow tank here in the back, and then obviously a humongous VZ Commodore PWR radiator in the back as well. And then, yeah, big electric pump and lines and all that sort of stuff under the back. So, yeah, a whole bunch of water on board on this thing. We were just discussing about the oil cooler on this car, whether we leave it in the front or potentially move it to the back. We'll see what the intake temps are like once we do start taking it out. If the intake temps are still quite high and are an issue, we will move the oil cooler away from the front of the radiator, because obviously it's at the front of the radiator now, intercooler, sorry, and blocks a ton of air getting to that intercooler. So we may move this to the back of the car somewhere, even if it's honestly just up here on fans or something along those lines. You know, we got plenty of space here in the back of the car where we can do whatever we need to do. Do you end up putting the shafts in?
No, they're before.
Oh, we haven't mucked it. Oh, because we've got to put the GDR shafts in as well, don't we?
Yeah,
Yep.
put the hubs on as well.
Yeah.
Hubs, but yeah, it's just axle bolts, tail shaft bolts. Bleed the brake and clutch and it's ready to drive.
Need to get, and you went through stuff at my house already looking for them, or no?
Yeah, I got 2 big boxes of your stuff here and they're not there. So.
Okay. So yeah.
I think it's like an Imperial thread for the tail shaft too, because I've got 2 drawers full of bolts down there, none of them work.
Okay.
So.
And did you end up working out the shifter thing?
Yeah, it's all done.
Oh, you just put a bolt in there?
Like the gearbox support's still down, so it sits forward, but it's all
Ooh.
selected in there and stuff. So.
Hell yeah. It's going to be wild when it's together.
Like
When it's
rerouted
done.
your hydro lines are rerouted to be like through a grommet as well, because you haven't gone down through the hole. Same with the big power cable.
Yeah.
It went down through there, but rerouted them. It's got a proper grommet and stuff now. So.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I was being a bit dodgy there. I was, yeah. Huh?
That's going to get a bit confusing.
Yeah, no, I deliberately put a USB thing in.
I was
So,
going to make your cup holder and everything, mate. Yeah.
hey, to be fair, cup holders wouldn't hurt. Dude, this thing gets... It was tempting to get this to Summernats this year, but it was just, there's too much going on, and honestly, I as much as it would have been nice, we'll take this to Summernats next year once it's all the bugs are sorted out, so we can enter it in the burnout comp and all that sort of stuff, and go and get a bit crazy with it. But yeah, this is super cool. I think we'll probably, you know, do a proper debut with this thing on track in February. Hopefully get it out for a couple little test hits at Archie, and then yeah, it'd be a cool thing to take out to things like roll racing, power cruise events. Definitely want to get it out to the drags, probably with someone that can shift gears better than me to run a really good time in it. It'd be very interesting. I feel like it has the potential to be definitely a 10-second car, but I'm sure with the right setup and the right driver, it could potentially be a 9-second car. I'm sure there'll be people yelling at me saying, no, 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 but it's an extremely light car. It's extremely light. It just needs a driver and the suspension to make it get down a quarter as fast as it can. For me personally, I had a lot of trouble getting power to the ground, and even with 275 Mickey Thompsons on, it wouldn't even start hooking until 4th. So like midway through 4th, it would like start to sort of grip up and go. So it's one of those things. All right, that's all here from Frosty Built. I'm just super bloody pumped on the S13 again, guys. Wait until you see this thing go. It's gonna be so sick. On the ground with the equips on it again, my crazy big SSRs as well as like drift spec wheels, but they're actually just like huge dish wheels, which are super cool. Yeah, we're gonna head home now, get a freaking couch delivered. Thanks heaps for watching this one, guys. Hope you're pumped that we're back here in Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, bye.